All right, Rajat, here's the lightning round. Michael Saylor, a genius or dangerous to Bitcoin?
I think he's a genius. I think MicroStrategy is going to be the highest valued company in the world within the next decade because they have so much Bitcoin. Everybody in the world is going to compete to get Bitcoin, and essentially everybody's working for MicroStrategy. When they buy Bitcoin, they're increasing MicroStrategy's revenues, they're increasing MicroStrategy's value. So over time, the treasury that MicroStrategy has is going to continue to rise and rise and rise until, again, like I said, they're going to be the most valuable company in the world. I think he's a genius.
I do too. Proof of reserves. Is it
That's it.
needed or we don't need it?
I mean, if you're going to invest in MicroStrategy and you want to force them to do something, then you shouldn't be investing in MicroStrategy. That's one of the things, right? With a publicly traded company, the CEO, the board of directors, they get to do what they want to. One shareholder doesn't get to determine what they do, right? If Michael Saylor says that he doesn't want to and he has control of the company, then he doesn't have to. If you don't like the fact that he doesn't show proof of reserves, then don't invest in his company.
Exactly. What's your price target for 2025?
I think we could hit any number really, because eventually Bitcoin is going to run out at every price, even at 105, 106K. It's going to run out, right? I think it's already done under 100K. I don't know if we're going to go below 100K again. Maybe we do. I don't know. But at some point, we're going to get to these levels where people just can't even imagine being there. At some point, we could hit 1 million, we could hit 10 million. For all we know, we could hit 1 million by the end of this year if there's enough of a supply shock, right? If there's enough demand, enough people who want to buy Bitcoin, then we could hit 1 million by the end of this year. But we could also go all the way down to 10,000. Let's say Satoshi just sells all of their coins. We could also go to 10,000. I mean, I would be surprised. I think a conservative estimate here would be probably 200K. Maybe we peak at 200K.
200K. Okay.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
Next question. Who's going to give Saylor a run for his money? Metaplanet or 21 Capital?
Definitely Metaplanet. I think they have their focus, but honestly, I don't understand. I don't know what their accumulation strategy is. I haven't really done the work to understand it, so I really wouldn't be able to. I don't know if somebody could. I don't know if anybody should use my advice here as or my what I'm saying here as advice, just because I don't know. But I think Metaplanet, because they said that they're going to be buying like 200,000 Bitcoin or something by the end of 2027. They're not even going to be close to where MicroStrategy is, but it'll just get harder and harder for other companies to buy Bitcoin.
All right. Last question. Bitcoin power law, real or fake?
I don't know. I don't know enough math. I feel like we haven't. So in the past, the Bitcoin price was determined by retail. So because of that, I don't know if the power law really impacts it, because retail doesn't have the same ability to make money or to create money out of thin air as institutional investors. So institutional investors can create more and more money out of nothing. Retail investors can't really do that. Retail investors are more emotional. Institutional investors make a decision and they stick to it, right? They're going to hold on to their Bitcoin literally forever if they have to, or if they can. So it's a little bit different. I don't know if the power law is going to apply. Who knows? Maybe it does. Maybe we're all surprised that it does. Maybe it's completely accurate, but I don't know.
Okay, the really last question. Bitcoin cycles, are they done or not?
I think they're done. I think things have changed completely. Like I said, institutional investors think differently. They act differently from retail investors. So there's less emotion involved. They may not even sell their Bitcoin. They may not have to. They're putting themselves in the position where they don't have to because they can borrow against it.
All right. Rajat, Soni, everyone. Thank you for coming on. We're doing the part 2 soon, I hope.
Absolutely.